Hi everyone, it's me Sanchari and welcome back to my channel Simply Sanchari. In today's video, I shall be talking some of the best Mars product that I've used so far. So if you guys are interested, then please stay tuned till the end of this video. Alright, so the first one is Mars Blossom Soft Matte Foundation. I'm in the shade Sand Beige. Now this foundation, they say it is a soft matte finish, but I totally disagree because once you apply it on your skin, it gives you a radiant looking finish. It was very comfortable on my skin, did not accentuate any of my texture, did not cling to my dry patches. Plus, it was way too long wearing than I expected. I have done a complete in-depth review on this with wear test, and I did wear this foundation in hot and humid Mumbai climate. It did lasted pretty well. The only thing I did not like about this foundation are the shade range. You get only 6 shades to choose from, which I think is totally upsetting for me because my darker skin ladies will not be able to try out this foundation. Though the shade 06 runs pretty dark on my skin tone, so if you are 1 or 2 shade darker, you can still manage, but for more rich or deeper skin tone, I think this will be too light for your skin tone. The next one is Mars BB Cream. I have spoken about this n number of times. Every recommendation video I have recommended this BB cream because this is not exactly a BB cream. It is just like a foundation. It has a kind of medium thicker consistency and gives you medium coverage. You can totally build it up without making your face look cakey. It does not cling on to dry patches, which is what I noticed today. Also, I've used this foundation. You can see how flawless my skin looks. It runs a shade lighter on my skin tone now that I'm tanned in summers, but in winters this is my absolute match. And also I really love how it sits during winters. Also, it does not suck the entire moisture from my face, and it sits and it looks beautiful overall. Coming to the next, I have this Mars Glow O'Clock Primer. Recently, I posted a video wherein I compared Mars Glow O'Clock Primer with e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. You guys need to watch that video. Now, this primer, I have been using it for longest time now, and I really love how my makeup sits on top of this. This gives you a glowy base with a tackiness so that your makeup is long lasting. Also, it is infused with vitamin E, vitamin C, hyaluronic acid that is going to keep your skin hydrated and moisturized. I really love how this product is actually blendable because the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer is bit thick in consistency and it is not really easily blendable, but this on the other hand blends like a dream. It just spreads so nicely, just like butter. Today also I've used this primer and you can see that little bit of radiance. So yes, this is my absolute favorite. I don't know why it is showing out of stock on every e-commerce website. Mars, if you ever watch my video, please restock this beauty because this is a must have and it is an absolute affordable dupe for e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Alright, so the next one is this Mars palette, and this is a combination of face and eye palette wherein you get your eyeshadows, your bronzer, highlighter and 2 blush. Now let's talk about the blush first because this is something which did not show up on my skin tone. As you can see, it is very light and I did not try to make it work because I have some favorite blushes that I always reach out to, but if you're fair light skin tone, you really can make it work. The only thing is you really have to build up the product. Talking about this shimmer bronzer, if you like that sun-kissed glowy bronzed up look, then you can opt for this. It does not contain any chunky shimmer particles. It looks satin when you apply it. Just look at that. It looks very beautiful once you bronze up your skin. Now this highlighter feels little dry and chalky on the pan, but once you place it on the highest points of your face, it does not look bad at all. Now talking about the eyeshadows, these mattes are like butter. They blend like a dream, pigmented, and they does not give you any kind of patchy marks while you are playing with them. And this shimmers and satin shades are also beautiful. It layers pretty well, has little bit of fallout, but that is okay. You can just dust off or do your makeup or do your eye look prior your makeup. So these are really petty things which does not bother me at all. I really love this glitter shade which just adds a special touch when you're doing some glam look. Now this does not have a glue with it, so you can use any glue if you have it with you to make it more long lasting. So yes, this is the palette which I absolutely love and travel with when I am on the go. The next one is this Mars Twin Blusher. You get couple of shades to choose from. I have got the shade 03 with me, wherein you get your vibrant Barbie pink shade and this corally orange kind of shade which looks beautiful on tan to dusky skin tone. If you are little bit 1 to 2 shades darker than me, still it is going to show up because it is hell pigmented. You just need to tap your brush lightly and build up the product, because if you go overboard you can mess up your entire makeup. And this is very affordable. I think for $199 or $179 you get this twin blushes. Studio lights might wash off the shades, but it is actually a very pigmented and very vibrant blush. Alright, so I have one more eyeshadow palette by Mars and it is my absolute favorite. It is Mars I Belong in Your Purse eyeshadow palette. This is in the variant Smoke It Up. You get 2 more variants I think in this. You also get a full size mirror which is of really good quality, and this is the color story wherein you get your mattes as well as your 2 shimmers. Now let's talk about the mattes because it needs all the talking. They are hell pigmented. All the mattes in every Mars eyeshadow palette just performs way better than you expect. They are pigmented, blends like a dream, buttery smooth in texture, does not give you any patchy marks or bald spot whatsoever. This black is something that is to die for. It might feel dry and chalky on the pan, but it is hell pigmented. Today I've used this on the outer corner of my eyes to give some more depth, and just look how beautiful my eye look looks. Now talking about the shimmers, it is not pigmented at all, to be very honest, and I really reach out to this palette only for the mattes. The shimmers I can belong to other palettes. So if you are matte kind of person who loves these kind of transition, these kind of depth, then you can opt for this palette, and for your shimmers or for your lid shade you can belong to other palette. So this 2 palette by Mars is my absolute favorite, and for beginners who have just started playing with makeup, then you can opt for these. Alright, next I have these eye pencils by Mars. It is their Won't Smudge, Won't Budge eye pencils. You get total of 4 shades in this collection. I think they have added 2 or 3 more shades, but this is something I got it earlier when they had just launched it to review how the formulation is, how the pigmentation is, how long wearing it is, whether it is actually smudge proof or not, and it stood to all the claims they have made. You can also buy them in singles, but I preferred to buy them in set of 4. If you calculate, then it is much cheaper than buying one single eye pencil. So in a set you get your 4 shades. One is this royal blue, one white, one black, and this champagne gold shade. This black is something jet black, you guys. It gives you one stroke application, very pigmented, does not smudge or budge at all. Just look at how hard I am rubbing my finger on this, but it did not smudge or budge at all. Now this royal blue is also something very pretty. Just look at how beautiful it looks. This white is something which I rarely use, but look at the pigmentation. And this gold is also very beautiful. This champagne gold shade, you can also use it as your lid shade and it is going to stay there, but please don't forget to prime your eyelid so it can be more long lasting that way. Alright, so the next ones are my absolute favorite, and I have recommended this in every video. So I'm talking about Mars Northern Lights in a pan, and these are their multi-chrome eyeshadows. This is the kind of packaging that you get. It comes in a transparent packaging with every detail mentioned on the back, and yes, you get 4 shades. So I think Mars should come up with more such multi-chrome because this formulation is just next level. I was really stunned when I saw Mars launching their eyeshadow. I did not have much expectation, but when I got it, used it, reviewed it, it is just beautiful. The color that you can see just shifts so beautifully, and it looks more better when you have a black base on. It feels smooth, buttery, and it is very beautiful once you have it on your eyes. And if you are someone who loves multi-chromes, then you should have one of these in your collection. They are really affordable, under rupees 500, but you can get it at more affordable price when on sale. So for beginners, if you want such kind of multi-chromes, then you can invest in one of these. Alright, next one are these Mars Creamy Matte Lipstick. I have 5 shades with me, but I'm not going to swatch it here in this video because I have made an in-depth video giving you the swatches with and without makeup. So if you're interested, then please head on to the description box. I'll mention it here on the I button. The shade that I'm going to give you a glimpse of is Sultry Samba, and this is how it looks. It's a perfect everyday nude shade that is going to look beautiful on tan to dusky skin tone. If you are NC42 skin with brown or with a cherry brown lip liner, it is going to absolutely look gorgeous on your lips. The formulation is not creamy, I would say. It is kind of matte. Once you apply it, it gives you one swipe application, very pigmented. But if you are suffering from dry chapped lips, always exfoliate and prep your lips before using these kind of lipstick. Also you can use a light layer of lip balm or a lip mask, and then it is going to give you a very comfortable finish, quite long lasting, because I've worn this lipstick for 5 to 6 hours. Even after eating and drinking, it was still there on my lips. So I really had to touch up very minimal when it came to its lasting power. Next one is Mars I Belong in Your Purse, but this time it is their cheek palette. So whenever I am traveling, I always love to carry this because I don't have to carry 10 different products, as it contains your bronzer, your blush and your highlighter. Now initially when I got this palette, worked with it, I hated this bronzer because it did not show up on my skin. But then when I started using it continuously, I passed the first layer, it did show up on my skin, and I really love the warmth of this bronzer. This blush is very vibrant coral color. It is pigmented, so little goes a long way. Now this highlighter, I might have tons of highlighter in my collection, but whenever I'm done with my makeup, want to highlight the highest points, I don't know why I always reach out to this palette, because this highlighter is something which gives me a very subtle natural look. Of course you can increase the intensity as per your choice, but I'm someone who loves to go for that natural highlight, a skin that is going to look radiant and lit from within. So yes, that is why I always reach out to this, and I have started hitting the pan slowly and steadily. So yes, I have been using this palette for more than a year now, and yes, I'm loving it absolutely. Coming to the last but not the least, I cannot forget this Mars Seal the Deal makeup setting spray. Now this is something, you guys, it actually seals your makeup. If you want an affordable dupe for Urban Decay, you can trust on this particular product, because the whole summer I have used this setting spray and it is completely empty. As I was saying, that this actually locked my makeup in place. My face was sweating, but it did not melt it off my makeup, or it did not move my makeup from left to right. I really trust this setting spray a lot, and for that reason I have got a second purchase. Alright, you guys, so it's a wrap for today. Hope you found the content helpful and informative. If you did, please take a moment to like, share, subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit the bell button. You can also follow me on my social media handles, whose link I have mentioned it in the description box. Please come and say hi, and I will see you soon with my next one. Till then, bye bye, take care.